Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Love and Money webinar. I'm so excited to have you here tonight. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful night. I'm so delighted to have every one of you right here on this live. It's going to be an amazing evening. I can assure you that if you just joining us, you're welcome. If you can hear me, you can see my video. Please put in the comment section your name and where you're joining us from. I'm just going to give you a cue and let us know if you're single or married, or just to make it coded. So you're going to tell us if you're single, green; if you are engaged, yellow; if you are married, red. So I'm going to do that right now. So my name is Ogochukwu, and I'm in Lagos, and I'm red. So let your friends know that we are live. Share this in your WhatsApp groups. Share this on your Facebook page or your Facebook status or your WhatsApp status. Get people to know that Love and Money webinar is live. We are live. Yes, it's a beautiful, beautiful evening right here in the city of Lagos. I would like to know where you're joining us from. So please put in the comment section your name, location, and if you're single, green; if you're engaged, yellow; and if you married, red. Who's going to go first? Green, yellow, red. Sylvia from Anambra State. Good, good, good. Thanks for breaking the silence. So we have Sylvia here from Anambra State. Sylvia, Anambra State is very big. Are you in Oka, Inewi, or where exactly are you? Okay, who else wants to go? Name, location. Are you green, red? Grace from Zambia. Good to have you, Grace from Zambia. So are you single, engaged, or married? So green is single, yellow is engaged, and red is married. I'm not seeing any updates yet. Oh, okay, yeah, Sylvia, you're not seeing Anambra at the moment. Okay, great. Grace, good to have you. Peace from Anambra State, I'm single. Peace says she's very single. Chioma from Anambra State, based in Port Harcourt. Wow, we have a lot of Anambra ladies here. That's good, that's good. Suleiman from Ogun State. Suleiman, are you single, married, engaged? I can see the love sign. Is that single or is that green? Okay, I think that's green. Can I see it? Yeah, I think that should be green. Okay, so we have our guest speaker is at backstage now, is waiting. But I would like us to do something. Share the link. Someone say people may want to love up. Share the link to your WhatsApp status. Share the link to your Facebook page. Let people know that we are live. Okay, so I'm going to welcome upstage our guest speaker because tonight is not for me. Tonight is for Nelson. I'm going to be yielding the floor to Nelson, but before then, I would like to read his very, very awesome profile. Those of us in the community would have read it earlier, but so I thought to read it again for those of us that are not in the ML community. So Nelson is a trauma-informed relationship coach who has helped many young people make smarter decisions in relationships through his inspiring, educational, and thought-provoking social media posts. Yes, Nelson is very active on Facebook. He's also the author of classic Why Good Girls Remain Single. Why good girls remain single. 20 questions singles ignore. School of relationship. How to attract the man of your dreams. Intentional dating, among several other revealing relationship books. Although he has a first degree in civil engineering, an MBA in finance and management, and a master's degree in project management, his area of passion and core competence is in relationship and family life. He's also the lead author in the Intentional Dating School, a virtual learning platform for singles who need emotional healing, wants to learn how to attract their dream partners, and lead wholesome relationships. When it comes to intentional dating, Nelson is the relationship coach you need. So, the round of applause, um, can throw up as much emoticons as you can in the comments. Let's welcome our man for tonight, Nelson.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Nelson. Thank you so
Good
much
evening.
for honoring my invitation.
You're welcome. Thanks for the invite.
I'm so excited to have you here tonight. So, Nelson, the floor is yours. You take us on a run through what you have to share with us for the next 40 minutes, and then there's going to be an opportunity for us to ask you questions. So, guys, please take notes of what he's going to be sharing. If you have questions, put it in the chat box, even while he's speaking. At the end of his presentation, I'm going to answer a few questions. I also have some questions for Nelson.
You're
All right,
already married. What questions do you have? You're already married.
I want to ask for my friends. They have been asking
Yeah.
me.
Okay. Someone said it's like my ministry is to single people, that I don't need to talk about married people. I said, no. I love singles a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for the invite, and thank you everyone for being here. I can see a few people from my community here. Okay, I can see Jennifer, I can see Peace, I can see a lot of people here. Thank you so much for joining. I hope that after tonight's session, you would have learned a lot. So I think I should just proceed to share my screen. I'll just share my screen quickly. So just let me know if you can see my screen. I can't hear you anymore, Ogochukwu. Can you see me?
Yes, so we can see your screen.
Can you see my screen? Okay. All
Yes.
right. Once again, like I said, good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here. And as you all know, this is the Love and Money Conference. I love to talk. There are three things I love to talk about: love, money, spirituality. I love these three areas a lot. So anytime I want to speak on, there's no way you or know how you see me talking about love that I don't talk about money. So because they work hand in hand. As some people would like to say, you can't enjoy romance without finance. So they work hand in hand. For you to really enjoy love, you must give finance a big consideration. So for this session, very quickly, we'll be talking about finding the right partner. So if you're here with me, I love your engagements. So don't just sit back and just listen to what I'm saying. As good as it is that you listen to what I'm saying, I want to see your engagement in the comments box. I'm also watching it. So if you have any questions, like Mr. Gochku said, drop it in the comment box, and it will be answered after now. So finding the right partner. So very quickly, I just want to tell you something that is very important. I think it's good to start from this foundation. I'd like to just show you the divorce rate across. I think most times when we want to use statistics, we like to use the UK, the US, because they have a bit more of accurate statistics. So currently in the UK, the statistics is saying for every marriage that happens today, it has a 42% chance of ending in divorce in the UK currently. The same with the US. In the US, it's around 40 to 45%, right? This is James Sexton. James Sexton is a divorce attorney or lawyer, if that's what you want to call it. He's very popular for talking about marriages, going on podcasts, trying to tell people not to get married. Do you know what it is for somebody to he's somebody that has taken time to, of course, he has presided over many cases. He has seen people who said they were once in love come to court and they are tearing themselves down. They are trying to ensure that this other person walks away with nothing. This other person walks away pained, in tears and all. So he has seen all of these things and he comes on podcast to say, I want to advise you, do not get married. If at all you want to do anything, let it just be partnership so that you people will be in your own houses. Don't come together and get married. As a matter of fact, he said, marriage is more dangerous than skydiving. Do you know what skydiving is? Skydiving is when people get on an aircraft, and I'm just trying to make it very pictorial. You get on an aircraft and you jump. So once you jump, you are trying to balance out gravity and air resistance. So he's saying marriage is more dangerous than that thing. You go far up in the sky, then you jump. So he's telling you that marriage is more dangerous than that. So a few weeks ago, a woman came on TikTok and she began to lament about her marriage that just ended. She began to give so many reasons why her marriage, like it was a 10 years marriage. This is not 1, 2, 3, 4. As I like to say, 10 years is not 10 days. 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, the fourth, 5 till 10th year. She has spent 10 years and the marriage just ended. So she went on TikTok and she began to talk about her failed marriage. I'm just trying to make you see that this thing is not a joke. This conference is very important. And sometimes when people say relationship coaches talking or conferences like this, it feels like, why are you guys always talking about love, love, love? Some people will even humorously come to comment section and say, why are people always talking about love? Now, I know they chop and things like that. But I want you to realize that this thing I'm saying is a very important thing. This conference is not a joke, so you need to pay attention. These are real people. It's not AI. This is not AI. I covered the face so that you won't, of course, just for her sake. I was the one that covered the face. So this is happening in real life. This is not AI, this is people. A 10-year marriage just crashed. Someone said, why is his name? Said, well, he's an American, it's not a Nigerian. So this is another lady who was cussing out her husband on Facebook the other day. She said, I cursed the day I met you. Basically, my ancestors will continue to fight you. This was a married woman who was happy. Look at her in this image. She's smiling. She's so excited and happy that she's doing her traditional marriage. So what suddenly happened that all of a sudden now she's now cursing the day that she met her husband? This one was another lady who said, marriage is a beautiful thing, but probably not for me. I am done with this bondage in the name of marriage. I wish my husband a perfect and better wife. In other words, I am okay, peace, thank you so much. In other words, I am tired of this man. Let him go and look for somebody else that is a perfect and better person than I am. The husband now replied, now said, shut up there. I have spent more than 6.5 million naira processing your UK visa. Better go there and don't be ungrateful. Nobody knows what has happened backstage. But what will suddenly make people who were once in love, they kissed, they had sex, they professed love to each other, they posted each other, people told them congratulations, they even gave birth, people were congratulating them. So what suddenly happened that at this point now they are now insulting themselves enough to bring it on social media, and wife is talking, husband is replying? I said here, most people think a partner, if you know you can't see my screen, ensure that you indicate, please. Ensure you indicate. I said here that most people think choosing a partner is an emotional decision, but it is not. It is a strategic life decision with emotional consequences. I'll take that again. Most people think choosing a partner is an emotional decision, but it is not. It is a strategic decision with emotional consequence. If you can hear me, drop it in the comment section. Let me know you can hear me and I'm not speaking to myself. If you can hear me, drop it. Let me know you can hear me. I want you guys to know something, and let me start from here. Two people can be in love. Two people can be passionate about each other. They can love each other. They saw each other. They were attracted to each other. They asked themselves out. They started their relationships. They loved each other basically. But I want you to know that love is not enough. And that is the issue with people. A lot of people start relationships because of love, because of attraction. Obviously, we are young people. Once you see somebody you like and you are passionate about the person, what's the next thing? Is you want to take the thing to the other level. Now, some people call it, oh, they first of all stay in what's called, they call talking stages. Then after a while, they will not decide whether or not to go to the next stage. But I want you to know from this point that two people can be in love, two people can be attracted to each other, two people can have passion for each other, but that is not enough. If both of them have different values, if both of them have different money mindsets, they will eventually experience stress in marriage. If you got what I said, please drop that in the comment box. Two people can be in love, two people can have passion for each other, but if they have different values, if they have different mindsets, money mindsets especially, if they have different values and different money mindsets, they will eventually have an issue. It's just a matter of time. Are you with me? If you're with me, let me know you're with me. Thank you, Tales of Africa. Thank you, Somalia. Somalia, what's your first name? I'm just seeing your username. What's your first name? Thank you so much. So I want to know you are following me. Okay. Ibifuro says I can hear you. Thank you so much. So I want you to realize that when it comes to marriage, of course, we are discussing relationship, which will eventually lead to marriage. When it comes to marriage, you don't just marry a person, you marry their mindsets. If you got that, drop that in the comment box. You don't just marry a person, you marry their mindset, you marry their habits, you marry their trauma, you marry their spending pattern, you marry their vision. So once you see somebody, I want you to, what will I use as, I'm trying to look for what to use now as, okay, let me use my hand. Let's say this is a man and this is a woman. So once this man is attracted to this woman, I want you to know that you are not just attracted to just this physical person you are seeing, or rather, you are not just marrying, if both of you should get married, you are not just marrying just this person you are seeing. You will marry this person's mindsets, you will get married to this person's patterns, you will get married to their trauma, because their trauma will have a way of playing out in marriage. You get married to this person's spending habits, you get married to this person's sexual history, and vice versa. If you are getting me to this point, say you are getting me. So before we even proceed to talk about, I will talk about qualities to consider before choosing a partner. But before we even talk about that, I want to first of all tell you some wrong reasons why people choose partners. Because I've been a coach for about, this year will make it 10 years, and I started off on Facebook 2016, and in these 10 years I've seen a consistent pattern, and this pattern is that a lot of people choose people for the wrong reasons. So I just want to show you a few of them. Wrong reasons people choose partners. Ibifuye says following you fully. Thank you so much. Tales of Africa says, are you male or female? Please also drop your first name so that I can use it to know who I'm communicating with. And please ensure you are not just watching, ensure you are also engaging so that I can know you are here, right? I always like engagement. I like to know that I'm speaking with people and not just talking to myself. So the very first reason why people choose wrong partners is they choose based on attraction alone. See, when we talk about this, I'm not just talking about, obviously what the popular teaching is that don't focus on beauty, focus on character. Both of them have their place. But when it's attraction alone, that is where there's a problem. Attraction is good, but attraction is not all there is to compatibility. Compatibility is a full equation. Attraction is only one part of the equation. Everybody starts here. Attraction can start a relationship, but attraction cannot sustain a relationship. You understand what I'm saying? Attraction can start a relationship, or attraction can get two people close to each other, but that is not what will sustain that couple or keep that couple together. Martin said marriage is a strategic decision with emotional consequence. Thank you so much. Yes. So do you get that? So when it comes to relationships, I want you guys to know something. I'm sure, well, I know we can't answer this in front of our wives, but for the purpose of this, let me say it. Do you know that you can even be married and still feel attracted to some other people? It's not only your spouse you'll be attracted to. But what now happens? Will you now act on that attraction because you are attracted to that person? No. No, it's just feelings. What causes attraction? Aligned interests, chemistry. It's not enough for you to make a lifelong commitment or lifelong decision. Marriage is a lifelong decision, so you can't make it based on attraction alone. So that's number one. Choosing based on attraction alone. You have to ensure that you add other aspects of compatibility for you not to make a mistake. Number two, ignoring red flags. See, this thing, it is a very popular thing. We talk about red flags, red flag. Oh, address red flag. Oh, don't ignore red flag. But a lot of people, for for a reason I don't know, still ignore red flags till today. They can't just address red flags. Why? Something it confused me at first, especially when I started my counseling journey, because I'm like, this thing is clear. Why are you choosing to ignore this and you are in this relationship? You are seeing this thing, but you've been in this relationship for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 9 years. How come? Just before I came on, I just saw Mr. Stanley posted an anonymous question, and it's something I've been talking about for a few weeks about long-term relationships. The lady had been in a relationship for 9 years, and the guy is now telling her now that I don't want to keep you waiting anymore. I don't think I will be ready for marriage in the next 2 years. Sef. So just move on. If you see somebody that wants to get married to you, you can just move on. This lady will not tell me, or she cannot tell me, that it is now that this guy is saying this that she knows that this relationship is not going to lead to marriage. There were signs that she chose to ignore. There were red flags that she chose to ignore. If she had focused on these red flags right from the beginning, she won't be here. Now she's crying. Now she's asking for advice. At the ninth year, she has spent 9 years. That's almost 10 years. So if she started the relationship when she was 22, she is currently 31. If she started it when she was 20, she's currently 29. If she started the relationship when she was 25, she's currently 34. So if we fail to ignore red flags, see, let me tell you something. Red flags that you ignore when it comes to dating will become emergency alarms in marriage. If you got that, write it in the comment section. Thank you to those liking. I can see some people liking the live. Any red flag you fail, or any red flag you fail to address, or any red flag you ignore while in a relationship, it will become an emergency alarm in marriage. Right now, you are in a relationship. You started a relationship. You've been in the relationship for a few months. For some people, you've been in a relationship for years. Are you paying attention to red flags? Number one red flag: financial irresponsibility. Are you paying attention? What is this person's spending habits? Another red flag when it comes to finance is that, does this person focus on earning? Can this person make money? What is this person's earning ability? Some people have been in relationships, and of course, I like to say ladies are the gatekeepers of sex, while men are the gatekeepers of commitment. So it is a man that will determine whether a relationship will proceed to the next stage. Mr. Ogochukwu, please time me so that I can know. Maybe you just drop it in the comment box. If I have just 15 minutes, please just drop it so that I can hasten up. Please, thank you. So, a man is the one that determines whether a relationship will proceed to the next level. So while we encourage both ladies and men to work on their earning ability or their finances, it is a man's finances that will determine whether or not that relationship will proceed to the next level. There are people that have been in a relationship for years. They've been in a relationship for so many, 5 years, 6 years, and the man they are dating have been on the same spot. He's not progressing. And that is not a red flag for them. They are still waiting. They are trusting God. They will tell you that they are trusting God, as if it's God that will come from heaven and come and teach you how to make money. There are several people teaching on. Look at Mr. Ogochukwu. He teaches personal finance. How have you gone to, as a young person, have you gone to register for his course? Have you gone to learn how to make money? Have you gone to learn how to invest your money? There's the learning how to make money, how to manage money, how to invest money. What do you know about all of this? Or you are just there saying you are trusting God, you are just in the relationship 4 years, 5 years, you are still on the same spot. Even the business you say you are doing is a business that is just keeping you on the same spot. It's not taking you further. That is a red flag that you should pay attention to. I'm not saying you should leave the relation. Don't leave. I'm not saying you should leave. However, address it. Call the person you are dating. Sit them down. Be it male or female. Sit them down. This is what we are currently earning. How can we level up? Because if we do not level up, we will remain in this relationship for the next 2 years, the next 3 years, and we will not move forward. There are people dating right now. They are telling you that they are trusting God. Money is the problem. Then what are they doing about it? That is the problem. So one of the wrong reasons people choose partners is when they ignore red flags. Another thing is emotional instability. Do you know that there are people that they were friends at first before they started relationships, and they observe that this person is emotionally unstable. Emotionally unstable. If he's angry, he bangs the wall. If she's angry, she turns verbally abusive, and they ignore that thing and start a relationship with that person. Then when they marry that person, they will now want the person to change. I will tell you about that when I get to the next point. Some people are choosing people that are emotionally unstable. Another red flag is when you see that some people are inconsistent with words and action. They are just talkers. They know how to talk, they know how to say big words, but they never act on their words. So there's a disconnect between their words and their actions. It is a red flag you have to pay attention to. And people don't pay attention to these things. Why? See, for some reason, I don't know what's going on. Young people do not observe. They do not pay attention. This is why we are easily deceived as young people, because we don't pay attention. We don't observe. In church, it's just like when the Bible talks about people that are ever learning but never coming to the knowledge of the truth. In church, all of us are seated. They do relationship conferences. We act like we are paying attention, but people are not paying attention. They are just waiting for the man of God or the person to crack a joke so that they will laugh, or maybe they will be taking selfies. They are not paying attention. How can you proceed to date someone whose words do not match their actions? I'll say this again. Any red flag you ignore right now while you are dating or before you decide to date will turn to an emergency alarm when you are in marriage. And at that time, when you are in marriage, when you go for counseling, what counselors will prescribe to you is prayer. Because it is not from their mouth that you should hear that you should go and divorce your husband or their wife or your wife. They will only tell you, just be praying about it. Just be patient. You will now enter a phase. The married people understand this a lot. You now enter a phase that is called patience and understanding. Let me leave that. Let me proceed to the next because of our time. Another wrong reason why people choose partners is hoping marriage will fix the person. See, let me tell you, marriage does not fix anybody. It only reveals that person. It reveals that person the more. It reveals hidden things. It magnifies what has been hidden. So when you are still dating, you might not see everything until you get married. And when you get married, the pressures of life will magnify the person's patterns to you. Let me tell you something. See, a lot of people go into marriages. They start with relationship, then they go into marriages hoping that marriage will fix the person. I'll tell you a story. I was on phone one time with this lady. If you are hearing me, let me know you are hearing me. Someone just asked a question, sir. Sir, God, please keep track of that question. I'll tell you a story of a lady I had a call with some time ago. I think this was last year. She came to me and she was crying on phone and saying her husband has changed. Her husband is cheating on her. Her husband is sleeping with several people. And I listened to this lady, and there's a difference between a man that just started cheating and somebody that is a legend when it comes to cheating. There are two different things. One is just starting, it's a mistake. He can plead that it's a mistake. While the other one is his character, it has been there. So when I listened to her, I could tell that this man that this woman is describing is not a beginner, it's not a starter. This man is a legend. So I asked her and I said, wait, this thing you are describing, is it just starting this, or this has always been the way he is? She was quiet. I asked her, can you hear me? She started to cry. Why are you crying? Can you hear me? Is this a new occurrence or it has always been there? Then she took me back in time and she began to tell me about their history. She began to tell me that this guy, while they were dating, he was dating 3 of them at the same time. She was aware. dating three of them at the same time. She now wanted to be the number one so that he will leave the others. Then she pinned him. She decided to pin him with pregnancy. So she got pregnant for him. She got pregnant for the guy. The guy was now forced to marry her. Now the guy has married her. She now wants him to be faithful to only her. How can that work? We think that marriage will fit. Look, if you marry a he-goat that you married is not a married he-goat. A she-goat that you married is not a married she-goat. Nothing will change. It's just a ring that enters the finger. Nothing changes. So you have to open your eyes as a young person when you want to choose a partner. You have to pay attention to these things we are saying, right? So I was so shocked when she told me. I'm like, what? You knew about this? What? She said, I thought he would change. I thought after I give birth for him, seeing his child, he will now become more mature and more responsible. I was shocked. This is what we call delusion. And thank you so much, Tales of Africa. This is what we call delusion, right? So I was so shocked. For a minute, I was quiet. I couldn't believe my ears. I'm like, how did you decide to, you knew that this guy was a cheating with three people at the same time. You decided to pin him with pregnancy. Now that you are married, you now want him to supernaturally stop. How? How now? Let me go to the next point for course of our time. Another wrong reason people choose partners is avoiding hard conversation. All these things I'm just telling you are common mistakes people make when it comes to choosing a partner. So people choose partners based on wrong reasons. We've talked about choosing based on attraction alone. We've talked about ignoring red flags. We've talked about hoping marriage will fix the person. And now we're talking about avoiding hard conversation. A lot of people avoid hard conversation, and it is very, very annoying. I'll tell you why it is annoying. Because as a coach, as coaches, we are the ones that people come to, and they come to ask us questions that they are meant to ask their partners. So somebody is coming to ask me a question that they've not discussed with their partner, and I am like, why not go and talk to the person you are dating? A lot of people avoid. So here's the thing. This is why I like to tell people that before you start a relationship, you must ensure that there's a foundation of friendship. Because if there's no foundation, you cannot be free to communicate with the person you are dating. So people, because there's no friendship there, they just started the relationship. Oh, the guy toasted the babe and told her he likes her. They started a relationship. They started and they've been in the relationship for a while. The lady is no longer free to communicate. She can't tell, she can't open up to tell him how she feels. The guy is battling with things within. But instead of telling her, he would rather go and talk to his guys. But this is the person he wants to get married to. A lot of people discuss about wedding colors. They discuss about ashwebi. They discuss about the hall. They discuss about so many things, but they avoid the main hard conversations. For instance, financial philosophy. You've been on social media right now. You have seen, please ensure you share this with your friends, like the host said. Ensure you share it with your friends. Don't be stingy. Don't be the only one that will learn from this. There's a lot. I'm about to increase my gear. So one hard discussion or hard conversation that you should have with somebody you are dating is financial philosophy. What is their philosophy around money? For instance, you've been on social media, you've heard the thing about 50-50 marriage, 100-100, traditional marriage. You've heard about these different philosophies around money, around finance. Have you discussed it with the person you are dating? But if it's time for hot take in comment section, we will see you there. But the person you are dating, who you are hoping to marry, you have not opened your mouth to talk to this person. What is so hard in discussing your financial philosophy? Another area is sexual expectations. I know, especially, I don't know if my audience here are just predominantly Christians, but on my platform they are predominantly Christians. And when it comes to sex, it's a topic that we like to shy away from. Or if at all we touch on sex, we like to tell people, oh, when people are talking about how can I know that I'm compatible with this person, they just tell the person that what is more important is sexual commitment and not sexual compatibility. That is half truth. It is true, they're half truth. There is a place for sexual compatibility that does not involve sex. Do you understand what I mean? So a lot of people proceed into marriage and they are shocked. See, there are people that have called me to tell me that see, don't play with this. See, this conference is a much needed conference. Don't play with the things you are hearing. There are couples right now that are seeing pepper. You don't there are couples that are not having sex. They've been together for months, they are not having sex. There are couples that are currently fighting right now because of lack of sexual satisfaction. And they told them while they were still single in church that, oh, it's just sexual commitment. How can you be committed? For instance, let me give you an example to drive home my point. How can you be committed if you are somebody that does not like oral sex? How can you be committed to somebody that likes oral sex? You might do it that first time, second time. If the person that wants you to keep doing it, you will begin to resent the person. There is no way you can be committed to that because it is disgusting to you. I know people that love oral sex. I know people that will tell you that oral sex is demonic. So these are conversations. I tend with avoiding hard conversations. These are conversations you need to discuss. This is why I even developed the sexual compatibility partner assessment tool for couples to discuss these things, because these are hard conversations. How about gender roles? Have you discussed gender roles in marriage? Who will do what? People just assume. Guys, we assume a lot. The silence of today will become the conflict of tomorrow. I'll say that again. The silence of today will become the conflict of tomorrow. Anything you fail to discuss today, you will see the result tomorrow. It's not something that can hide. I'm not joking. It's not something that can hide. Situations will just bring it out. And if you have not addressed these things, you will be so surprised. So you must ensure that you are not avoiding hard conversations when it comes to choosing a partner. I believe that has been, if that has been helpful, can you let me know that is helpful? Let me know in the comments that is helpful. I'm about to take you into qualities to look for when choosing a partner. So we've touched on wrong reasons people choose partners. Now we're about to climb onto qualities to look for when choosing partners. Are you here? Are you guys here? Let me know you are here. Can you just let me know with your likes, your comments. Let me know you are here and you are benefiting from this, right? So very quickly, we'll just go into qualities to look for. I want to tell you some qualities to look for when choosing a partner. See, people focus on the wrong things. I am someone that likes, thank you very much, Mr. Augustine. I should write down. As I tell you to write down, are you adding time for me? I am someone that loves to watch, what's it called? All these pop matchmaking shows, pop the balloon shows. I watched the foreign one by Alex, the one by Nons Mirage, the UK one, the one in Ghana, the one in South Africa. I watch them a lot. It's something I like to watch because I like to understand the thought pattern of people. I like to see how people choose. And I am so shocked anytime I look and I'm seeing a 35-year-old lady or a 38-year-old lady choosing somebody based on height, or disqualifying somebody based on height, or a man that is mature will be choosing, like, I started to do matchmaking at a point, and for those that follow me, you might have seen that I've not been talking about it so much because I observed that a lot of people don't know what to look out for when it comes to choosing a partner. So this person have told you their preferences and you've brought people to them and they don't want them because of flimsy things. So you are not like, oh, what do you now want? Oh, you're going to look for the person by yourself now. People do not know qualities to look out for when choosing a partner. In the intentional dating school, I like to teach people about two things, which is called the negotiables and the non-negotiables. For the negotiables are the could have. The person could have this, while the non-negotiables are the must have. So the negotiables are things that if the person does not really have it, you can just, okay, just you get, let it go. But the non-negotiables are things that person must have before you even start to consider them. I usually post this on my wall. There's a screenshot that I took at the time when I did mine, the negotiables and non-negotiables, and I wrote some things that I used to screen any lady that I like. So it didn't matter whether the lady was in mommy water. It didn't matter whether she was swimming in an ocean. If she didn't have the things in my non-negotiables, I will not choose her. And they vary from person to person. So you have to define your non-negotiables and negotiables, as this will help you when you want to choose or find a partner. What happens most times is that a lot of people have not defined these things, so they end up becoming confused. They will see person A with nose and like the nose. They will see person B with ear and like the ear. They will see person C with this and like this. So they are confused because they are seeing a bit of what they like in each person, and they now find it so hard to choose. This is why some ladies have 4 boyfriends, because this one is a provider, this one is the one that challenges her spiritually, this one is the one that is really talking about marriage, but she's not really attracted to this one. So she has a bit of this is. She has not defined clearly what she wants in a partner. The day she defines clearly her non-negotiables and negotiables, its confusion will suddenly die. She will suddenly know what she's looking out for. If you are getting me to this point, let me know you are getting me. However, there are some general things to look out for when it comes to choosing a partner. I've talked about negotiables and non-negotiables. These are things you do for yourself to avoid confusion and when you are looking for a partner. So I'll just be going to these qualities. Number one, shared core values. Shared core values. Whenever you are thinking of choosing a partner, one quality you need to focus on is shared core values. The scripture says, can two work together except they agree? It means if two people do not agree, they cannot work together. Simple, period. No matter how you try to bend it, if two people are not in agreement, it's the law of agreement. If two people are not in agreement, they cannot work together. Agreement in what? Agreement in things that pertains to faith, that pertains to money mindsets, that pertains to family structure, gender roles, life generally, vision, etc. I'll tell you, let me show you a research by Pew Research Center. A research by Pew Research Center says that research from Pew Research Center consistently shows that shared religious values and other values are strongly associated with marital satisfaction and stability. I'll take that again. This research shows that shared religious values and other values are strongly associated with marital satisfaction and stability. In other words, when there is no shared values, marriages will lack satisfaction and stability. So what you are to focus on is to ensure that the person you are choosing, one quality you should focus on is that you people share similar values. Thank you so much, Vivek. Say I should write on. You get what I'm saying? Values is what determines behavior, right? A lot of people, I know I'm always using ladies and men because it's what I do. So I have all of this. I think I have just a few minutes. I have a lot of these questions that come. You see, a lady will come to tell you that there's this guy I'm dating, but he wants sex and I don't want sex. What should I do? What kind of question is that? It is clear. Okay, I've got 10 minutes. Thank you, sir. It is clear that, let me see, 10 minutes, 55. Okay. It is clear that both of you do not share values. So you are already in the wrong relationship. End that relationship. If not, you will waste your time in that relationship. You will continue to experience friction. So if you don't share similar values when it comes to relationships, you will experience friction in that relationship. If there is no agreement in direction, couples will struggle to move ahead. Do you get that? If there's no agreement in direction, if you guys don't share the same values, if you guys are not on the same page, you will experience friction and you will struggle to move ahead. It is values that determine behavior. We are helpless slaves to the quality or the content of our mindsets. As you are seeing our body right now, we are just the physical representation of what is inside. Someone said the science of today will become the conflict of tomorrow. Yeah. So we are just that physical material body that represents what is on our inside. So when you want to choose somebody, one quality you should look out for is similarity in values. Do we share similar? So that's why when someone comes tell you that, oh, I'm a Christian, can I marry a Muslim? You guys don't share values. You can't. That's the thing. You can't. It looks as if it might be cute from the beginning, but along the line, you will experience serious friction. What religion will your children practice? You guys will confuse your children. One person will eventually want to convert the other person Because if you are in church, your pastor will keep telling you, why are you allowing your husband or your wife to be an unbeliever? Why can't you convert them? If you are in the mosque, that one will be telling you, how will you allow this one to be an infidel? You have to convert them. At first, it looks like everything will be smooth, but eventually, you will now see that it is not how it is. On the surface, it looks smooth, but while you are now in the marriage, somebody will want to convert the other person. You guys will convert, will confuse your children. If this is making sense, let me know this is making sense. Remember this, it is values that determines behavior. We are helpless slave. The Bible says, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. I'll quickly go to the second one because of time. Emotional maturity. When you want to choose a partner, what you should consider is another thing to consider is emotional maturity. Why? Life will test you. There will be bills. There might be delays in some areas. Marriage has seasons. You don't know the cards that life will give you. In marriage, you don't even know the one that might be on. God forbid, it might be delayed childbirth, it might be delayed employment or job. It might be different things that you might experience delay in. Life will test you. You need somebody that is emotionally mature to handle this. Another thing might be crying babies at night, which is what I'm experiencing now, because I've just had a new baby, and the baby can just you just be crying at night, and you look at this boy and say, just shut up, I've done everything, what do you want? So that's it. And that is career pressure, right? There might be pressure when it comes to career, and it will affect you. So you need somebody that can regulate their emotions. Another reason why you have to consider emotional maturity. Thank you so much. Values determine. Thanks so much. Another reason why you have to consider emotional maturity is because of conflict resolution. You need somebody that can regulate their emotion, not somebody that will resort to verbal abuse or physical abuse when they are angry. You need somebody that can apologize without pride or ego. You need somebody that can take responsibility. You need somebody that can handle conflict well. When in marriage, when there's financial stress and emotional immaturity, there's chaos. Just know, if you have these two combinations, there will be chaos. When you are dealing with money problems, then emotional issues, there will be problems. So you have to consider emotional maturity before choosing. I need to move very fast. Let's go to the next point. Growth mindset. Another thing to consider when choosing a partner is growth mindset. Does this person believe in growth? There are people that are stagnant too. Then they will tell you that they don't like pressure, don't rush them, they are taking their time. It's a lie. They don't want to grow. Is the person investing in self-development? Is the person teachable? Is the person teachable? When you are trying to correct the person, does this see it as an attack? So these are things you pay attention to. I'm not saying you should look for a perfect person, but the person needs to be a work in progress. There needs to be a progression in the person's life, right? Another thing is kindness. We like to sing about this. Marry a kind man, choose a kind woman, but many people do not know how to observe kindness. Kindness is not just when it is shown towards you. You have to observe how this person treats others. How do they treat others that look like they are beneath in society? How do they treat waiters? How do they treat family members? Do you understand? How do they treat people that they are not benefiting things from? Do they show kindness? Do they show love? These are ways to observe people. If you are the only one that the person you are attempting to choose is showing kindness to, there is a problem. I'll go to number 6. Okay, no, number 5, financial responsibility. Hey, guys. See, money does not end marriage. What ends marriage is money mindset. There are two different things. It is not money that ends marriage. It is money mindset that ends marriage. According to Ramsey Solutions, they said money fights are one of the leading causes of divorce right now. Money fights. And I'm not just talking about the lack of it, because the abundance of it can also cause issues. If not, billionaires won't be having divorce cases. Do you get? So whether the lack of it or the abundance of it, it can cause issues. So it is money mindset that ends marriage, not money itself. If you are getting what I'm saying, let me see that you're getting what I'm saying. Okay, thank you, Mr. Ogo. So before you choose a person, you need to look out for financial responsibility. Is this person responsible financially? Are they responsible with money? Do they budget? Do they save? What is their earning ability like? Do they know how to develop channels of cash flow? Do they invest? Is this person a reckless spender? So these are things you need to, are they in debt? These are things you need to open your eyes to, because financial chaos will create emotional chaos, whether you like it or not. Financial chaos will create emotional chaos. So you need to ensure that the person you are choosing is a financially responsible person, not the person that will take your house rent to go and play Bet Ninja. Not the I know I saw Mr. Ogo using this as an example. Not the person that will take your house rent to go and invest in forex. I know I trade for forex is okay if you know what you are doing, but not the one that will go and do crazy things because of they told them if you put $10 you raise it to $1,000 and all those crazy things. So you need to ensure that the person you are choosing is financially responsible. What is their commitment to financial growth? Are they investing in knowledge when it comes to finance? Because if this thing is not prayer, prayer will not work on an empty head, especially when it comes to finance. If not, unbelievers will not be making money. Another thing to consider is emotional safety. Can you be yourself around this person? Some people are scared to talk to people they are dating. They are scared to be around people they are with. I don't get it. A lady is dating somebody and she's scared to have discussions with the man that she's with. She doesn't want to feel judged. She wants marriage. She's in a relationship. She's of age. She has spent years in the relationship. She cannot bring up marriage because she's scared. She doesn't want him to say she's desperate. What are you talking about? You are not in a relationship. You are in a situationship. After our Nigerian people will say, you dey mumu yourself. That's all you are doing. You dey mumu yourself. You think you are dating somebody. So while you are in a relationship, do you feel anxious in this relationship? Do you feel anxious around this person? Do you feel a sense of judgment, like this person is judging you? Are you afraid to express your thoughts? So these are things that you open your eyes to. This is why I said from the beginning, you don't start relationship based on attraction alone. There are many things you consider. So whenever you are around this person, if your nervous system is always giving you a signal, you should know that that is your sign you are in the wrong place. Fine. Lastly, another thing you need to consider is integrity. Who is this person when nobody is watching? Is it only when you are around that they are good? Who is this person when there is temptation? Who is this person? Who is this person when they have power? So these are some things you need to consider before you just decide to start a relationship with. Thank you so much, sir. Before you decide to start a relationship with somebody. If this is making sense, let me know this is making sense. I want to go to the final bit, which is I want to tell you about key things to ask yourself when it comes to finding a partner or choosing a partner. Key things to. If this is making sense, let me know it's making sense. Let me know you are learning something. Ensure you are dropping a quote of what you are learning so that I can know. Thank you so much, Mr. Kingsley. Thank you, Mr. Kelvin. Thank you, Vivek. Thank you, Unique. Let me know you are learning from this. So I want to talk about key questions to ask yourself when it comes to this choosing a partner, finding a partner, and all. Am I the right partner? This question, see, Mr. Ogo, when he was introducing me, he talked about the intentional dating school. And this is one thing I like to major on when it comes to intentional dating. I developed a model called the intentional dating model that starts from self-awareness to the knowledge phase to the relationship phase and even to marriage and many other things. So in that school, one of the things that I focus on is this question: how to make you the right partner. A lot of people, when they saw this topic, finding the right partner, or love and money, I want to come and learn how to find the right partner, they jumped on it. But the truth is that a lot of people are not the right partner. You need to first become the right partner for you to identify the right partner. So many people obsess about how to find the right partner. I want to find the right partner, but they themselves are not the right partner. Because if they become the right partner, it will be easy to spot and identify the right partner. I'll take that again. When you become the right partner, it will be easy for you to spot or recognize the right partner. The reason why you are finding it hard to recognize the right partner or choose the right partner, it is because chances are that you are not first the right partner. When I say for you to become the right partner, Okay, yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Ogo. When I talk about am I the question about am I the right partner? What am I talking about? Am I self-aware? Who am I? A lot of people don't know who they are. So because they don't know who they are, they cannot know who to choose. So when you don't know who you are, anything becomes attractive to you. Some people don't even know what they want. So when you don't know what you want, any option becomes the option to you. Is that making sense, guys? When you need to know who you are, when you know who you are, it will help you know what you want. So once you see, before I chose my wife, I like to say I was not confused when it came to choosing a partner, because I already knew who I wanted. I always like to use the example of the CEO of Tibiba, Mr. Emmanuel. The night he chatted with his wife, they are 8 years or 9 years now in marriage. The night he chatted with his wife, that was the night he told her, "You are my wife." It's like when in the Bible, when you hear things like the deep is calling onto the deep, or the baby in our womb slept, like I like to call it the what's that the bone of my bone experience. Once, if you know what you want, if you know who you are, you will immediately identify your life partner when you see them. The confusion is largely what is making it hard for you to choose a life partner, or what making it hard for you to identify who you are to be with, is because you are not self-aware. You don't know who you are. You don't know what you want. You don't know your values. You don't even understand the components of marriage, like sex, finance, faith, communication, etc. So it's not just about finding a partner, it is about becoming the right partner. Because when you become the right partner, it will help you choose or identify who is the right partner for you. I'll go to the next. Am I knowledgeable enough to choose the right partner? Am I knowledgeable enough to choose right? So the first question is, am I, guys, I have just 3 more minutes. I need to be fast. If you are with me, let me know you are with me. Let me know you are learning from this, guys. The first one is, am I the right partner? The second one is, am I knowledgeable enough to choose right? Are you knowledgeable enough? If I bring 4 people right now, look like they have similar qualities, do you know who you can choose? Do you know the actual questions to test for compatibility? We have mentioned some right now while I was speaking. Do you know the actual question? So we gamble a lot. See, a lot of people like to say they are waiting on God. I'm waiting on God for Mr. Right. I'm trusting God. Oh, God should bring my man. God will not bring any man for you or bring any woman for you. You are the one to choose. Then the Bible says you have to acknowledge God in your way, then he will direct your path. So you are the one that will present this person. Then God will only, what God will do, God will most likely just bring the person around your radar. Then you are the one that will choose the person, then acknowledge God. Then God will, it depends on how you listen to God. God will confirm the person to you. So at the end of the day, it will still be your choice. So are you knowledgeable enough to choose the right person for you? Can you choose a person that is best fit for you? If you are not, this is your assignment tonight. You need to start looking for information on compatibility. How can I test for compatibility? What are the questions I need to ask to know the right person for me? How am I to ask it? Because these questions, you will not be asking it as if it's an interview. You get what I'm saying? You need to know how to ask scenario-based questions to determine compatibility, right? Lastly, am I visible to my kind? See, this is where a lot of people miss it. Visibility. A lot of people are not visible to the kind of people that they want. So you hear a lot of people say, I've been searching for partners for so long. I'm like, how? They are partners a lot. You are just not visible. You are just in Ogbomosho. How do you want, you are circling the same kind of people in Ogbomosho. How will you see the partner? Because a lot of us choose partners from our environment or our background. So because you are always within this area, you cannot see new people. It is the same people with similar mindsets that you continue to see. So you need to go out. You need to travel. If you are not, so I was on a call with someone 3 days ago, and she told me that she didn't know that she was still this attractive. I'm like, what do you mean? She said it was that she left where she was to go to another city. I don't want to mention a city because I don't know who is watching. She said that she left and went to another city, that she saw men asking her out like she didn't like Like they wrote on her head that she was single, that she didn't know she was still this attractive. I told her your location was your limitation. Your location was your limitation. That is why you didn't know you were still this attractive. So sometimes you need to leave your location for you to be visible to the kind of people that you want. If you've observed that it is the same kind of people that you keep attracting or that keep coming to you, there is an issue. You need to leave that location. That's the problem. For some of you, I don't like to say this because of a lot of people are very religious. Some of you, it's your church. Your church is one of the places you can meet a partner. But if your church is only old and elderly people that are there, where will you or how can you meet promising young men to ask you out? They will call you out for prayer, come and put oil on your head. But there is old people that are there. Nobody will ask you out there. You need to be in a church that is dominated by youths, people that are forward thinking, people around your age range to ask you out. But it is still your choice, because so that nobody come and tell me that if I will see something online tomorrow that Nelson said they should leave their church. So do you get me? So first thing you need to determine is who is your target partner. So I've talked about you being the right person. You are now self-aware. You now know who you want. You now know the kind of knowledge that will help you to choose the right partner. The next thing is now, who is my target partner? You need to define it. This is the kind of partner I want. And you have to be realistic. Don't go and write something that it is only when God creates the person in the next generation that the person will be alive. You need to be realistic. Who is my target partner? So when you now identify who your target partner is, you now ask, how can I connect with these people? How can I be visible to these people? There are different areas of visibility that you need to take advantage of. See, I like to say I used to be somebody that didn't fancy dating sites and all. But right now, if you ask me, I will tell you, try dating sites. There are good and bad people everywhere. In church, I was doing a Bible school many years ago, and while we were rounding up, somebody went to plug their phone and it got stolen. In church, Bible school, not general church that every Tom, Dick, and Harry came to. A Bible school where you know that this one came for Bible school. Person still phone. Somebody stole a phone there in church. A lot is happening in church. There are some pastors that are sleeping with members. There are so why are you casting dating sites? You just need to know the actual dating site to connect with the kind of people that you want. Then have principles to protect yourself. Just the same way you apply it when somebody in your church comes to toast you or shows interest in you. You need to have principles to protect yourself. So that's just the difference. So some people come to me and they are like, why am I only attracting bad guys, or why am I only attracting bad people? I'm like, both good and bad. I hope you know that people that go to do Yahoo or people that go to do kidnapping, they pray before they go there. There's nobody that doesn't like good things. Everybody likes good things. As a matter of fact, you will be more attractive to a bad person, in quotes. So you need to ensure that at any point in your life, why am I speaking in this way? I think there are more ladies here. You need to ensure that at every point in your life as a lady, maybe I'll talk about men, maybe another session because our time is already up. But as a lady, you need to ensure that at every point in your life, you are attracting a lot of people, but in your mind, you already know the kind of people that you want. Then you now sieve out these ones from the right ones. Simple. As a man, you shouldn't even have a problem with. I personally feel as a man, you shouldn't have a problem when it comes to choosing a partner. Why? It's a buyer's market. Okay, he said I should speak to ladies. Okay, let me continue with the ladies. So, as a lady, if the problem shouldn't be lack of men or lack of the kind of men you want. The problem should be I have several good guys that are showing serious interest in me. I don't know which one to choose. That should be the problem. If your own problem is that men are not even showing interest in you, or the majority of men showing interest in you are bad people, my sister, there is problem. You need counseling, serious counseling. And I'm not joking. Why? Because a lady has biological clock because of fertility periods. There's a peak fertility period. So a lot of men consider that when they want to choose. And societally, there's, of course, the societal thing about age when it comes to relationships. The owner of a dating site, what's the name of this site? Something Cupid. He did a research of over 500,000 men, and he saw that maybe I will share the survey with Mr. Ogo. He saw that men of all ages were going down to choose partners. Men of all ages. Another statistics shows that for ladies, the average age of ladies that are doing cosmetic surgeries is 42. So it means ladies that have climbed up, they are trying their best to still look younger. So you that you are still very young, what are you doing with your time? What are you doing with your prime? Why are you there? And the Bible says that there's time for everything. I like to say there's a time to attract and the time to get married. Don't use the time that you are meant to attract to be saying you are an introvert. I am an introvert too, but because of what I had to do with my life, I had to come out of it. I couldn't speak this way before. So some people say they're an introvert, or I live a very boring life. I just go to church, go to work, then go to the house. And you say you are trusting God for a partner. Which God? God is do you know how many people are trusting God for partners? People that are even doing their best to be visible. So you have to ensure that you are visible to the kind of people you want. So, and I don't want to get you distracted. A very important question that you should ask is, who is my kind? Where can I find my kind? These are two important questions. And am I visible to this kind of people? Or my location is a limitation to me? If your location, sometimes another issue is a lot of people don't have money. So you need to ensure that you focus on your finance. You can't afford to just be broke. Work on your finance, work on your earning ability. I look at the bio of some people and they are just there writing things like all this trying to act spiritual, kingdom writer, or all this. Have value, a marketable value, a skill that is on demand that people can pay for. Have something to earn you money so that you can afford to travel if your location is a limitation to you. Have you met people in other cities? Have you met people in other countries and you are saying there is no partner? Who told you? Do you know how many billions? We have over 8 billion people in the world, and to find one good one, you are finding it hard. The joke is on you. The joke is not on me. It's on you. Out of 8 billion people, you are trying to tell me that you cannot secure one good partner? I'm just trying to challenge you. I'm trying to challenge. Someone says this one is for me. I don't go out. Why don't you go out? You need to be very visible. If you are in a group, Mr. Ogo asks a question. He asks people, where did you meet your partner? Come and see people. Some met their partners on WhatsApp. Mr. Emmanuel, my friend, CEO Tibiba, he met his wife on WhatsApp. Apostle Lazarus met his wife on Telegram. What's his name? Lawrence Oyo, he saw his wife's picture on Instagram. Moses Bliss saw his wife dancing on Instagram. People are meeting each other on Facebook. I will post one tomorrow. I'm writing the story. You will see it. A lot of people are meeting in the most unlikely places. It might be comment section. It might be church. It might be at the mall. It might be when they traveled for holiday. It might be at the airport. The popular, what is it called? The popular people, Juma Jukes and his wife, they met at the airport. So people are there are different avenues to meet partners. You are just not exploring it. You can't be a young person and you are saying you are not going out. When you have the gift of life, you are not going out. There are people that are bedridden right now. They've been sick. They've been in the sick bay for a long time. They are just wishing that, God, please, if you can just help me to get up on my feet for 10 more minutes, I'll be so excited. But you woke up this morning, your legs are working, your hands are working, your body can move, but you don't go out. You don't go out. But you are praying for a partner. Some is the triangular movement: work, school, house. You are wasting your prime. Wasting your prime. This is the time to attract, the time to, because what's happening is that it's like a window. You have a window over 10 years to ensure that you are the right partner, you have knowledge, and you are visible enough to attract the man to take into your future. Another mistake we make, I made reference to that earlier, is that we will go and choose the wrong person and tie ourselves down in that relationship. We'll tie ourselves in the relationship for 10 years, 5 years, 7 years. I had 21 years of recent. I carried my phone and I showed my wife, and I'm like, babe, am I the one not seeing well? She said maybe the person wanted to write 12 years. And I'm like, whether 12 years or 21 years, How can you be in a relationship for this long? Why? So a lot of ladies are tying themselves down with the wrong partner. Then after wasting their time, they will now come to us, relationship coaches, to tell me that they are looking for a partner. I should manufacture somebody for them. No, it doesn't work that way. So ensure that you are taking advantage of your prime. And as a man shouldn't even have any problem when it comes to choosing a partner, because it's a buyer's market. You are the one who does the asking out. So you have an advantage in this area. So what you just need to do is to ensure that you have things in place that makes you an attractive partner and will make you very visible. There are things that if you have as a man, you become attractive to a large number of ladies. Then you now choose the one you want. Number one, a good sense of humor. If you're a guy that can make ladies laugh, ladies will naturally like you and appeal to you. If you are a guy that you have good dress sense, ladies will love you. If you are a guy that's an interesting person, ladies will like you. If you're a guy that's the one that everybody is waiting for, you have financial power, financial capacity, capability. No lady will tell you that they are waiting on God, and they will be praying for 6 months to say yes to you. If you have financial power, the reason why many ladies are telling you that is because they cannot sense security when it comes to you. Every lady wants security, especially financial security. So if you're a man that you don't have financial power, she will tell you that she's still praying about it. She will keep you for 4 months, 5 months, waiting for somebody else that is capable to ask her out. It is life. It is what it is. So you have to ensure that you are not just looking for a lady to manage you. Be a man of financial capacity. This thing I'm telling you, I've lived both lives. I've been on the side of I didn't have enough, and I've been on the side of I had enough to date. And I can tell you the difference. I've transited from the time when I will have only 2K in my account. I will calculate it and know that, though, for those that knew Chicken Republic back in the day, you understand what I'm saying. When the referral max was 750, and for that referral max, you will get rice, chicken, drink, and salad. So I will calculate that for I and the babe, it is 1.5. So 1.5 out of at least I will still have 500 in case she now wants to take ice cream. Ice cream then was 300 or 450. The money will still reach. I got to a point one time the babe was tired of Chicken Republic because I was always taking her to Chicken Republic. One time I wanted to now enter Chicken Republic and she said, no, now these people will now, they will know me now. Is it every time? I laughed that time, but the thing touched me because almost I was always taking her there, but I couldn't afford more. And I know the time when money was no longer the issue. I was in another state where I could book a flight if I wanted. I could. Do you understand? There are two different things. You will walk in your full masculinity when you have financial power as a man. Don't joke with this thing. Stop fighting ladies online and saying ladies are materialistic. No. Must you suffer? There is no glory in suffering. Must you suffer? Why are you looking for somebody to suffer with you? Can't somebody enjoy with you? Is it bad if somebody enjoys with you? It's not bad. Money will give you options. So you have to ensure, especially as a man, you have to prioritize finance, prioritize it because it makes you attractive to a large number of people. Forget even the ones that are in quote God-fearing ones, they want a man with financial power. Once you are this kind of man, if you ask a lady out in less than a month, she will say yes to you. Period. So I hope this has been of value to you. If this has been of value to you, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much, Mr. Ogo, for this time. I believe we should do question and answer. Yes, I think you mentioned question and answer. Charity says this session is sweet. I think I should just stop sharing my thank you. Okay, I forgot the last slide that says thank you for listening. So thank you so much for listening, everyone. So yep, I think I should just go to
Wow. This has been mind-blowing. I mean, I know I told you for 5 minutes, but I tried not to stop you. But I didn't allow the 10 o'clock.
my wife told me that they gave me 45 minutes. Did they know you?
It's too small.
Too small. So
Oh wow, this has been a very good one. Thank you so much. So guys, If you have questions, I'm going to take about 3 questions. So I have one already that has been put forward earlier. So
Okay.
please put up your questions. Tomorrow is still work for some of us, so we don't want to go beyond 9:30.
All right.
So put up your questions in the chat box. I'm going to scroll down now to check. So while we're waiting for questions, there's one here. Red flag. I've already had. No, no, this is not the question. Sorry. Where's that question? I think I saw it somewhere. Uh, okay, yeah. So first question: someone who lies about how much he earns can or is that a red flag?
Okay, for this question now, I want everybody to answer it. As you are reading it, can you answer it? I believe this is an obvious answer. She wants to know, Blessing wants to know if someone who lies about how much she earns, can that be a red flag? Is it a red flag, guys? Obviously, it is a big red flag. Why is he hiding it? One of the things it's just that I can't. There's no time to talk about everything or every quality. But one of the things to look out for is also transparency and openness. You need to be with somebody that is transparent. If you are somebody that they are looking to do life with long term, why is he hiding his finance from you? Why can't he open up about what he earns to you? That's already a red flag you should pay attention to. There's a reason the person is hiding it. So you either address it by finding out, why are you hiding this thing from me? That's the first thing. Why are you hiding how much you earn? Why don't you want me to know? Then hear from him. It might be trauma. There might be a reason why he's hiding it. So you need to know first for you to now know the step to take. Yes, it is a red flag. A red flag does not necessarily mean you should end the relationship. It means you need to address that thing. So addressing it will now open it more to you to now decide whether or not to leave. Do you get? So that's it.
Thank you so much for that response. I like the fact that you're saying that red flag does not mean that you should run away.
No.
Red flag means that you should seek solution
Clarity.
or
Yeah.
seek clarity to why that person behaves in that manner.
That
I
manner.
know that for some men, the reason why they may want to hide how much they earn is so that the lady or the girlfriend is not asking for so much money. I've heard some men say, in fact, some married men, they'll
Yeah.
tell you that, I don't fit let my wife know how much at the end. No. If not, the billing will be unending. So
So
maybe
you
you
yeah,
can find a
yeah,
way
that
to.
I feel like in a case like that, that is already an issue with money mindsets between both of them. So one person might believe in saving culture, while another person wants to live la vida loca.
Somebody
How
wants
can
to
I
marry
not
you for the
say?
second time. Oh.
Or is it because he's black? I'm married though. I thought I mentioned my son earlier.
Maybe she joined late.
Okay, maybe she joined late.
Okay,
Uh,
Nelson, I have a question for you because I've noticed that a lot of ladies on here at this time.
okay.
And so, for those of us ladies that are, first off, we are earning relatively well. I mean, in Nigeria right now, over 80% of the population not earn up to 200,000. So
On paper.
if as a lady you now earn somewhat around 500,000 above, it
Yeah,
means that the number of men that earn above 500,000
yeah.
and also eligible for marriage, that means I've not married yet, is
Mm,
very small. And now some of these people that earn relatively well are 8 to 5 bankers. They work in companies. They are always not having time. Like you said, they go through this triangle. They go to
yeah.
work, back to the house on Sunday. They go to church. How else can they find a partner apart from physical? Okay, so the church they won't attend. It's not even possible to meet people there because maybe the church is crowded, a lot of people.
Yeah.
What options are there for a young lady, especially one that is in her late 20s, to be visible and attract the right partner?
For her to earn that amount, it means she's doing something right financially, in quotes. Yes. So for her to be earning 500K and above, she's productive financially. So if she's this type of person, it means she will definitely have access to business summits. Do you understand? Business meetings where she will meet people of like minds.
Mm.
So this is an avenue. There are people that have met, I know people that have met partners this way. Like, do you know? See, I have a lot of examples in my head that if I come and start talking about it, people will think I'm lying or I'm exaggerating. So they are apart from the church or your workplace, you will go for business summits. All this, if for instance you are working in all these organizations that you earn based on commissions and all of this, they will send you for trainings where you will meet people like you. It might even be you. There's no how you will be that you will be very busy that you will not attend weddings at times, wedding receptions. People are meeting on even Instagram. Do you know I have this one? Is not I didn't hear from, so I know somebody that he was just ready for. It's funny that he was ready for a partner, ready to start a relationship. Then he just went on Instagram. It's like, hi, I need to go and look for a wife. Just like that. This is why I say, as a man should not even have a problem with a partner. He just went to Instagram, just schooling. He just saw a fine lady, read her bio, checked her pictures, sent her a DM. They talked in the DMs, then he traveled to Lagos to go and see her. They are doing planning introduction as we speak. After after
Wow.
after 4 months, 4 months, is it up to 4 months? I don't think it's up to 4 months. They are planning introduction. They met, they bonded, they were vibing. So these things are happening. So if you are this type of lady, there will be, it might be social media. If you are somebody that looks that good, obviously the crazy guys will be sending you messages, but there will be somebody that will like you, somebody that likes your content, somebody that understands someone with a mentally transformed mind that once they read. But what happens with most is that either this lady you are describing now will put her account on private because she's feeling big. Yeah, this is what's happening. She's feeling big. She doesn't want all these small boys to toast her. So she will put her account on private. Do you know that if you put your account on private, Facebook, social media, Mark Zuckerberg will stop recommending your page to others. That's what happens. So she'll put the account on private because so what now happens is I said it in one post that if you stand in front of your door and you keep your hands on your eyes like this because you don't want to see bad men passing, you will also miss out on the good ones because you've covered your eyes. So that's what happens when you are putting your account on private because you don't want to meet bad people. So I've spoken about social media, I've spoken about business summits. How about dating sites? They are good
Mm.
dating sites. And the truth is, on dating sites, you will see crazy people that just want to sleep with ladies. And there are ladies too that just want to scam men and collect money on dating sites. So it goes both ways. However, they are still. I had a one-on-one, a private session with a guy, right? And this one of the things he has just moved to America to a new city and he's looking for people because he's bored, he's lonely, he doesn't know anyone in the new city. I recommended two things. I said no, three things actually. I said either you ensure you go to church, look for Celebration Church or one of these youth dominated churches around, or when you go to there is a school environment there, just walk into the school environment, introduce yourself to people. I'm new here. I'm looking for friends. I want to connect with people. Just something like that. Some people will do this to you, right? Some people will be kind enough to exchange contacts or show you communities you can join. Thirdly, I told him you can use dating sites. I don't want to mention some because they did not pay me. I won't mention. So you can use dating sites to connect with people. So that guy now will be on a dating site. Then other people have assumed that on dating site it's just bad people that are there. How about this guy that wants to connect with people? So there are people that are genuinely on dating site. In the Western world, people that's how they meet because physically a lot of people don't meet, so they meet on dating sites.
Yes.
So you can connect with people. There are dating sites right now. Just like I said, I don't want to talk about it because there are dating sites that you can be in Nigeria. There's how the settings will be. You connect with people abroad. If you want an African abroad, you can connect with that person. So these are ways. So but a lot of people they're not exploring all these options. That's just the issue. So a lady that is like this can explore social media, explore business meetings. She can even register with high-end gyms. Where she can
Mm.
meet guys, high-end gyms. So not the normal ones where you just see everybody that is coming to do video and be a top tier gym. You will see I don't want to say okay, she's more than, but she will see a guy that every lady wants to choose up or date up. She will see top guys earning well because those guys want privacy. So if you can register for those kind of gyms, you will meet people there. So these are ways. So the
Thank
problem
you.
is
Thank you.
visibility. A lot of people don't explore visibility channels. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that response. I think I'm going to hit more on that part of some ladies putting their page on private.
Yeah.
It's funny that some of us do that because of people that always send us rubbish messages.
Yeah.
But actually, you can meet good people. I don't think if I'm not married, my wife now will still be single because I've connected with people, both male and female, at
Yeah.
conferences, business events,
Yeah. So
connected with people on Facebook. You can see I've shared messages with a couple of people. In fact, Nelson, yeah, we just connected maybe late last year on Facebook.
yeah, just Facebook.
Right?
So
It's possible. And I was sharing, I think I always mention this. I met my wife on WhatsApp, in a WhatsApp group.
think about it. WhatsApp group.
WhatsApp group.
So
Right. So, and we did not start off with, "Oh, I like you." That's the thing with some guys. They don't know. They don't have game. It just starts and starts.
just sweet and
You
go.
said something about um, is it comedy or what
Sense
is
of
it?
humor.
Yes, having a sense of humor. I think every lady likes a guy
Yeah,
that has a good sense of
of
humor.
course.
Right. So you don't have to just jump at the lady at the first instance like that. You just have to find a way to build a good communication. That's
Really
how it
good
starts. I
communication.
always say this: there's almost no girl that you cannot woo to say yes. You just have to show consistency in communication over a period of time.
Yeah,
Except maybe there's a visible red flag and or you don't have money. Maybe you cannot even
meet your basic
feed
needs.
yourself, right? So it's clear that you are still struggling. Maybe that's why.
Yeah,
But if you can, feed yourself, dress nice, you have good sense of humor, communicate right, there's almost no lady, I'm telling you for a fact,
yeah,
almost no lady that can tell you no, and that you can't change that no to yes.
yeah. So
All
I
right,
find
so
it's just it beats me when that's why I don't even like to talk to guys when it comes to
guys,
like it shouldn't be hard. See, let me tell you one funny thing. When I started talking with my wife, the first time we began to talk, my wife said she can never date somebody like me. Oh. Why would you say you can't date somebody like me? Because she said I had so many girls around me. I'm like, it doesn't matter, provided I'm able to set boundaries. So like, no, 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 no. Now she don't born for me now.
yeah, so it's only a guy that would say he's not interested, and then you can't change his mind. Okay, so a
Yeah.
lady is asking this question. Maybe she's
Okay.
she's in a relationship with a guy, and okay, she discovered so many red flags, and probably her mentality is shallow. Probably, you're not sure. But she wants to break up with the person without hurting his feelings.
So
There's no
you can't
such thing.
tell how he would receive it. You you should just focus on your own part. Just say it the best way possible. You can just make it if you want to, it depends on the person. For some people, I like to advise them, oh, go when you guys are face to face, tell the person the thing. There are some people that you can't tell them that whole thing face to face. They will just faint or start crying for you. So that's why I say it depends on the person. So what you can just do is just type it in, appreciate, start with do the sandwich method. Appreciate the person for who they are and do the strategy of it's not you, it's me. That at least that will give you soft landing. So just say things like, oh, it's not you, I'm not just in that place yet that for me to
I'm
start a
not
relationship.
ready.
I'm not ready. And a lady broke up. The other lady, I'm telling you that when I didn't have money and you get, I was in a relation with the other lady. That was how she broke up with me. She did the it's not you, it's me, this thing. But I knew that that's why till tomorrow, if I see her, we'll still talk. We can't be enemies because I knew that if I had continued the relationship with her, I would have wasted her time. So we are getting to the point where we knew that this relationship is not moving forward. Let's just end it peacefully and just. So she told me she's not feeling peace she's not having that peace in the relationship. She's sensing that we are not meant. I say leave all this thing. the main thing is because you are seeing that future is no longer guaranteed here. So that's just it. Just do this, not you, it's me card. Play that card and say that, oh, I'm not just in that place to start a relationship. And let me not say something. Let me not spoil you. I wanted to say you can just say use God as excuse and say God is not leading me in your direction. Well, you can say that God is not leading you in His direction, and he can't argue with God.
Your mother saw a vision.
Your saw a vision that this thing cannot work. Then he can't argue. There are some excuses that people will give you that you can't convince them otherwise because they use God or use something that they can't change. So you can just explore that and it should be fine. If you will feel bad, he will be fine. It's life. He will be fine.
Thank
So
you, thank you. You don't go pass 1 month, you cry and recover. So don't worry yourself about how the person will take it. Um,
so
what
yeah.
matters is you first. Okay, so we don't have any questions. Does somebody has question? Maybe we can take one more question. A lady broke my friend's heart using God and pained him more than the heartbreak.
There are things you just used to give yourself soft landing, and that's it. But it's life. It's life. This is why I don't. People will feel like, oh, if people break up with them, God will punish them or they will curse them. No, it will not work. This is why I like to tell is if you like, allow a guy to waste your time for 9 years or 15 years. If he should break up with you, if you like, curse him, go naked, nothing will happen. It is life. And so after cursing his wife, you marry another lady in the next 6 months. His wife will give birth on time. So your course will not work. So you have to ensure that you are self-preserving. Do you understand? You have to ensure that you look out for yourself. It's the dating market. The game is the game. Just ensure that you are not putting yourself on the side of disadvantage. Simple. That's just how it is.
I love that. It's a game, guys. So those of us that are single know that you are playing a game, especially those of us that have spent 2-3 years, in our relationship and it's not moving forward.
Yeah.
I dated my wife for about 4 years plus, and I noticed that on the fourth year she was being showing signs of what's happening, what's next, and all of that. So immediately she just, in fact, it was on her, I think she just graduated or what they say, passed out from law school.
Okay.
So I killed uncertainty. Usually when people move phases in life, they always want to take a hard decision. So I knew that after our law school, the next phase would be to go for masters.
Yeah.
I said, no worry. So this is our law school that you want to graduate from. I plan now. I went there, surprised her, proposed to her, a day after law school, and that was it. So if a guy really wants to get married, you may not need to ask him directly. You see signs that this guy is planning something or is moving closer to what your expectations are. So if you're not seeing any signs, ask directly. Don't just keep waiting.
Yeah.
3 years, 4 years. For me, I had the benefit of the fact that my wife was young. I started dating her in a 400 level.
She was in
These are all these 10 men. Catch them young. You're not under any pressure. So I went to a graduation ceremony. She did NYC, right? So she did law. So all those time she was busy with her life, progressing. So she was not under any duress. And I still got married to her. I think she was maybe 24 when we got married sometime.
Oh wow.
26. Okay, 26.
26.
I think she was 26 when we got married. So, but for some of us that are already in our late 20s, you don't have that luxury. I started dating at 22. I got married at 26. So those of us that are already 26, you don't have that luxury of waiting 4 years with a guy. After 2 years, I think I asked that question on Facebook. That how many years is too long to date?
Too long. Yeah.
So I think you said 6 months to 1 year. And
1 year, 6 months to 2 years.
1 year, 6 months.
6 months. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was Mutefe that said in time and age that it should be 6 months to 1 year. No time anymore. Time. In your late 20s. Let the guy no more, no time. No time. So we have to have that honest conversation with the guys or with the lady we are dating so that we don't just waste each other's time. Nelson, this has been a very good time. I mean, we can keep talking about this. It never ends. We have to stop here. Thank you so much. Thanks everyone for joining. Tomorrow we're going to continue with Mute Efe That's essentially for those of us that are already very close to getting married. Maybe you're already dating somebody, or you're even in marriage already. That is going to be a very good session for you. If you are single, you can still come and learn. I mean, the information, the knowledge is going to be useful in preparing yourself ahead of marriage. You can watch the replay. I'm going to leave it overnight to tomorrow, so you can watch it if you join late. You can watch a play on this YouTube channel. If this is your first time on my YouTube channel, please don't forget to subscribe, so you get notification whenever we do live sessions like this. Okay, thank you, Nelson. Please, my regards to your wife and
Sure, yeah.
your new baby.
Thank you so much. Thanks for the invite, and thank you everyone for listening. All right.
Thanks.
Take care. Good
Thanks.
night. Yeah.
Yeah, bye. All right, guys. So this is the end of part one. Part two is tomorrow. Love and money webinar continues tomorrow. Subscribe to the YouTube channel so when we go live, you don't miss out. In case you miss our mails or WhatsApp notification, and bring somebody along tomorrow. If you are married, come with your husband or your wife. If you are engaged, come with your partner. If you are seeing somebody, come with the person, because some of the things we're going to be talking tomorrow is going to determine if that your relationship is already on a shaking foundation. You know, I said in our WhatsApp ML community today that some of us wouldn't have married our partner if we asked them some tough questions. So there's some questions that we need to ask our partners with respect to marriage. Some of us we are shy about it. Some of us we don't know how to ask those questions. I know Nelson was talking about scenario-based questions. Sometimes you don't need to ask the question like you're interviewing a person. Paint a scenario and listen to the person talk, so you can start making your judgments. Is this the kind of person I want to live my life with? All that. So tomorrow I'm going to talking about 100 marriage. Some of us believe that um, as a woman, my money is my money, and the man's money is our money. Some of us believe, some of us don't believe that a woman should contribute to the finances of the home. Some of us do. So these kind of conversations we're going to be having tomorrow. My money is my money versus everybody contributes to the family purse, or 50-50 or 50-50. Which one is better? Which one is good for me? Which one is right? So you come and learn from somebody else that has some experience in that matter. All right. So bye everyone. See you tomorrow.